How does Derrick Rose's health affect the Bulls' chances of landing big free agents like LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony? The Bulls say it doesn't, but is that the truth? I'm Kerry Chow, joined by ESPN Chicago columnist Jon Greenberg. Jon, Rose has played in only 50 games in the past 3 seasons, 2 major knee surgeries. Should free agents be concerned about his health?
Yeah, I mean, I think they should definitely be inquiring. I mean, if I was Carmelo Anthony's agent, I would definitely be inquiring with the Bulls on Rose's health. Now, everyone in the Bulls has said he's fine. You know, his knee injury last year was a lot different than the one from the previous year. This was more of just a time thing rather than, you know, the intensive rehab you need from ACL surgery. So Rose has been pretty good for a while. I mean, he's playing 5-on-5. He's healthy. I chatted with his agent for a second today at the Jabari Parker introduction. That's B.J. Armstrong. He said he's good. So, yeah, I think they should inquire, but I don't think they should really be worried beyond, you know, the everyday worries in the NBA, because this is a tough season and it's tough on guys' bodies. So I think he'll be fine in the coming years, but you never know.
Yeah, and that being said, considering Rose's health history, later on this month he's expected to compete for a spot on Team USA. Is that a good idea?
Oh yeah, I think it's actually a great idea. I mean, you can't bubble wrap this kid. The Bulls did that with his ACL surgery. 10 games later, you know, plays 10 regular season games and he blows out the other knee. So yeah, I think it is a good idea because he needs to get on a fast start. He needs to compete in real game situations to get geared up for this year. I don't think Derrick wants to have a long warm up to playing in the regular season. I don't think the Bulls do either. I think they want him to hit the ground running. I mean, you know, Derrick's going to be, I think, 26. So I mean, this is the prime of his career. You got to challenge yourself. You know, you can't. You know, I think what the Bulls have found out, what Derrick's found out, is you can't plan like that. You can't plan to take stuff easy and think everything's going to be all right. I think you just have to trust yourself and trust your body and get going.
That's a great quote right there. You can't bubble wrap him. What's the latest on potential Bulls deals?
Well, I mean, you know, we're all kind of waiting for next week to start. No one can really talk about anything, and the Bulls don't really. They would have no idea on a guy like Melo. Melo's not going to you know, telegraph, yeah, I'm coming here. But you know, they're making a big play for him. He's option number 1. You know, Kevin Love's a little trickier out of Minnesota because you have to make a trade there. You know, while there could be a sign and trade for Melo, Melo's a free agent. So you can just you meet with him, you wine and dine him, you give him your pitch. And, you know, it's going to be a little difficult because the Bulls don't have max money like they did in 2010 when they made, from what I heard, was a really good pitch to LeBron James. He decided wisely to go to Miami because, you know, it's obviously worked out for him. But, you know, I think Melo's number 1. And, frankly, I think if they don't get Melo, which obviously is no sure thing, I think the Bulls go with more of the spreading the money around. Bring up their guy from they drafted a couple years ago from the Spanish League, Nikola Mirotic. And, you know, get some more depth to this team because when it comes down to it, a healthy Derrick Rose is the key to this team competing for a championship. And they already got him. They just need to make sure he plays.
The free agency period begins 12:01 Eastern Time, July 1st. For the latest on the Bulls, be sure to check out ESPNChicago.com. ESPN Chicago columnist Jon Greenberg, thanks for joining us. I'm Kerry Chow with your latest ESPN headline.